Hey, Cmax here. I'm going to do a short video on the Frankford Arsenal Impact Bullet Puller. Now, the reason you need this is mistakes. You do make mistakes when you reload. Got a couple examples here. As you can see, there is no primer, but there is powder and a bullet. So that dog won't hunt. So I'm going to have to take it apart so I can reuse everything. Not very hard, but you just want to make sure you don't do a bunch of them so you don't have a bunch of them you have to tear down. Now, this inertia one, of course, obviously is a one-shot, low-volume kind of deal. Works pretty good, though. But they make ones that mount in a press, kind of in the form of a die. I think they make them when they mount on the table, if you've got a whole bunch of them to do. But you're going to have one if you reload, so go ahead and get one. They all look to be fairly identical when I was getting these. Different colors, but they were pretty much looked to be all the same. All very similar in quality from what I could tell. Anyway, basically what you have is the handle here. You unscrew the top. Then you're supposed to use these O-rings and these collets. Now what you do is you pick the correct collet for whatever bullet that you're using, and then you hook up the O-ring around it to hold it together, and you put that around the bullet. So you would take those, put them around with a little rubber band thing around, that would hold the bullet. Then you would stick it in here and screw this down and go to hitting. That looks weak to me. So there's a better way. You just get your shell holder that fits in a single stage press, slide it in, put it in the base just like that. Boom. You don't have to mess with those. You know, these things tear up, you buy more, whatever. Don't have to use them at all. Just use the shell holder. Now, that was not my idea. I didn't come up with it, but I wanted to pass on some really good, useful information. Did get that from another guy, but I'll let you know if I have an original idea, but other than that, I'm going to pass on good ideas. So you take that, and I like to hit it against a piece of wood. You know, you're like, this plastic, I mean, is it going to hold up? Isn't it going to break? Well, so far so good, but I have put it into wood. I normally take a piece of wood and put it in the vise and hit it, but for camera reasons, I'm just going to do it this way. So I do have this piece of wood. So usually it takes 2 or 3 whacks. These are not crimped, you know, a little bit of taper crimp because it's a 9mm. So should come out pretty easy. So here we go. It never fails. Wow. As you can see, I'm splitting the wood. So this is not working very well. Maybe I got too much taper crimp on there. God, holy cow. Dadgum. Gives it too much. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Well, just learned a really significant thing about it here. Even though this is solid, it still gives enough to where you lose that bit of inertia. And once I went back and hit the piece of wood that's in the vise where it was just total solid and didn't give, second hit, let go. So that tells me you've got to have a very solid base. Interesting. I thought this would have been sufficient. But anyway, what I'd like to do is I'd dump them out, usually into little glass containers so I can recoup the powder. So you've got the case. Of course, you want to resize it and everything, run it back through. You got the bullet, you got the powder, and just keep doing it. Then you reuse the powder. Stick those in there. Very interesting. So I'm obviously going to have to go back to the press. I mean, excuse me, to the press, to the vise to get these other ones done. It's always nice when you learn a lesson. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.